but what it flagged up was actually we don't have anything to put up and say from a value perspective, from an ethical perspective, where's your badge? And so we started looking around with our background with the likes of fair trade and say, okay, what would represent who we are, what we do, our ambition, our goals, and we came across B Corp. So we're an economic and trade development consultancy. We started in Zimbabwe in 1982. So the business has a long track record being involved in regional integration. We were instrumental in the formation of COMESA and ongoing guiding strategic input with a lot of the regional economic communities, SADC, SACU, the EAC. We currently work in regional integration, trade, and economic transformation, specifically where it has an impact on poverty reduction. We've worked with various organizations like Fair Trade for a long time. We still ongoing supporting Fair Trade as technical advisors in some key projects for them. So in terms of the standardization of a brand that has saliency for us, we understand it, and we understand where it reaches into markets. Now that doesn't really fit with our broad remit, if you like, except and I am coming on to the trigger. The trigger in South Africa is a lot of what is focused on is triple BEE. We're not triple BEE other than a level 4 by being an exempt microenterprise within South Africa. But we don't really want local government, we don't want national government contracts, but what it flagged up was actually we don't have anything to put up and say from a value perspective, from an ethical perspective, where's your badge? And so we started looking around with our background with the likes of fair trade and say, okay, what would represent who we are, what we do, our ambition, our goals, and we came across B Corp. We started exploring what B Corp, where it came from, what it stands for, and we thought, well, there's something we can probably put our name to. If you're struggling to find some independent framework, some independent validation of your corporate goals and ambition, then something like B Corp is very worth exploring. Because if you're pitching to shareholders and the shareholders are just interested in return on investment and the numbers, then B Corp's not going to be of much use to you. But if you've got shareholders, be they corporate or private, who have value ambitions, they're looking for a social return as much as or equivalent to their financial return, then something like B Corp is, whether or not it will ultimately ring the bell for that organization, I don't know, but I think it's worth exploring, because I'm not sure of anything else that requires you to root and branch have the level of introspection and review that the B Corp certification process puts you through. I think B Corp is a wholesome, value-led representation of what my organization stands for. I think the principal benefit is not outward facing, it's internal. I think for a lot of our staff and for us as owners of the business, it actually gave validation and gave formal articulation of some of the things that we were trying to do, while we can write them and have collected them in our own document about our own internal philosophy and about our ambition and our goals, it gave us something that gave us external validation. And for quite a few of our staff, it's something that I think they feel proud of, that there is something that recognizes the decisions they've made to work for a value-based organization rather than something that is purely commercial. It comes out overtly as, we like what we're doing. We like the technical area of work we're in, so that's great. We feed the intellect. We feed the need to feel useful, but also that emotional buy-in. We get a strong reaction to what we're standing for. We're very clear. Our goals are around trying to alleviate poverty. And a lot of the projects that we pick up speak directly to that. And so for them, there is that both emotional and technical resonance for them.